Good afternoon, all of you. So today we are going to start with the 12th chapter. As you know, the name of the 12th chapter, Electricity and Circuits, is the name of the chapter which we are going to study today, right? So as you know, electricity is very useful for us. We use electricity for many purposes to make our works easier. Nowadays, without electricity, we cannot live even for half an hour, because the fan, the fridge, the AC, all these equipments that are present in our house, they work on electricity. Similarly, even the light which is there in our homes, okay, offices, the markets, all this work on electricity. Many machines at home, okay, they operate on electricity. To operate pumps, we need electricity. So a large number of work is based upon electricity. Especially at night, we cannot see if there is no light, right? So all these depend upon electricity. So before studying electricity, it is important to study what is this electric cell. An electric cell produces electrical energy from the chemicals that are stored in it. Electric cell has a small cap at its top. It has a positive end and a negative end. The metal cap is the positive terminal and the metal disc is the negative end. It is usually made out of chemicals, and so when the chemicals in the cell are used up, what happens? Then it stops producing the electricity. Then we have to buy a new cell. Similarly, for this we use a torch bulb. Usually with the help of this torch bulb we can understand whether the cell is working or not. This torch bulb has the outer case of the glass. It has the terminals and it has the filament. So, how a bulb is connected to an electric circuit? For that, first we need to join two wires at the end of the bulb. Then we need to make the connections for the cell, electric cell, correctly, right? We can use a rubber band or a sellotape for that purposes to stick that ends. Then when we join the ends, fix the ends of the wires to the cell. You can also use a sellotape if it is needed. An electric circuit. Electric circuit helps us to provide a complete path for electricity to pass between the two terminals of an electric cell. The bulb glows only when current flows through the circuit. In an electric circuit, the current flows from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. The electric bulb glows when current passes through it. What is an electric bulb? Electric bulb usually glows when electric current passes through it. If it does not glow, then it is fused. An electric bulb has a filament. If the filament breaks, then the bulb will not glow. You can see the parts. Glass casing is there, filament is there, lead wires are there, terminals are there, and it has got a metallic base. The filament is the main part which is very strong in case of an electric bulb. Homemade torch. Paheli is thinking about making a homemade torch. For this, what you need to do is you have to take a torch bulb and a piece of wire. Remove the plastic covering of the wire, okay, at the ends of the wire. And then what you do, you fix one end of the wire to the negative terminal and one with the positive terminal. And in between that you place the bulb. When the bulb glows, you can find that it's working just like a torch. Okay. Next, electric switch. We have an arrangement at home for switching on and off of our homemade torch by moving the base of the bulb away from the tip of the cell. This is simple. Okay. The similar way we can make an electric switch. For this what you need is, you need 2 drawing pins, a safety pin, 2 wires and a small sheet of thermocol or a wooden board. First what you do, you insert a drawing pin into the ring at one end of the safety pin and fix it on the thermocol sheet as it is shown in the figure. Then what you do, you make sure that the safety pin can be rotated freely. Now fix the other drawing pin on the thermocol sheet. Then fix the safety pin also. Then make a circuit by connecting an electric cell and a bulb with this switch. Rotate the safety pin. Once the free end of the safety pin it is touching the drawing pin, what happened? The bulb will glow. So this is what happens in this. Now a torch, okay, you use a torch, right? So what actually happens in this torch is, when we close the switch, you can see the slide switch in the picture. When we close that switch, the circuit is completed and the bulb will glow. There are 2 electric cells in that, right? So the battery is moved towards each other and what happened? The circuit is completed, because of which the bulb will glow. Now, what are these electric conductors and insulators? There are some materials that allow electric current to pass through them. Such materials we call them as the electric conductors, like coins, key, iron, etc. And there are some materials that do not allow electric current to pass through them. Such materials we call them as the insulators. Now below in the diagram you can see open circuit and closed circuit. What you need to do is, you have to prepare a circuit like the one shown in figure 12.2. Then what you do, at the free ends of the wire A and B, whichever material you have to check whether it is a conductor or a insulator, you place it on that. You will find that if the bulb glows, then it is a conductor. If the bulb does not glow, then it is a insulator. From this, you can understand whether the substance is a conductor or whether it is a insulator of electric current. So, one more thing. What is the point on the battery or a bulb that must be touched in order to make a circuit complete? It's the terminals. Okay, terminal is the positive and the negative end. If the circuit need to be completed and the bulb need to be glown, then what happened? The terminal should be touched. So with this we are ending today's class. Waiting for you for the online class. Thank you.